Hello, hello, Internet. Today we're talking about malfunctions. I will be using an AR-15 to demonstrate because it is the most common weapon system in America. But the way I'm going to teach this will apply to any weapon system you're using, even if it is some sort of a belt fed or whatever the case, right? Cool beans, cool beans. So, there are three general types of malfunctions. There's an immediate action malfunction, there's a remediate action malfunction, and there's a catastrophic malfunction. Immediate, remediate, catastrophic. All right. An immediate malfunction is the most common. Typically, the cause of that is your magazine is not fully seated, or the round that was in the chamber had some sort of a problem. It's a dud round, a dud primer, whatever the case is, right? We are going to simply tap, rack, bang. If you have a weapon system that doesn't quite meet that manual of arms, all we're doing is ensuring that our source of ammunition, our magazine, is fully seated, and then we're going to run the action of the system, right? So for a shotgun, we would just rack the slide again. For an AK, we wouldn't tap the magazine. We would check that the magazine's fully inserted, and then we'd run the slide. For an AR-15, we tap, rack, bang, right? Press, press, press. I have a malfunction. I'm just going to tap the magazine, rack the slide, back onto target. Wonderful. That is an immediate action malfunction. The second type of malfunction we can have, and the second most common, is a remediate action malfunction. So perhaps it's remedial. Probably sound like an idiot. Doesn't matter. I want to say type 2, but the types of malfunctions are already cut. I'm going to edit all this out. The second type of malfunction you might have is a remedial malfunction. This is going to require you to strip the magazine, put the weapon on safe, lock the action to the rear, physically clear the chamber, inspect that the chamber is clear, reinsert the magazine, run the action. Okay? Most commonly, especially for an AR-15, this is going to be a double feed. All right, so I've now caused a double feed. Where should I be? All right, so I'm bang, 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 press, 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 press. It goes click. I look and observe that I have a double feed. I need to do a remedial action, so I'm going to attempt to place the weapon on safe. Come here for an AR-15. I need to lock the action to the rear. So for an AR-15, I'm going to grasp it this way, put my thumb on the bolt lock, come off my offhand, lock that bolt to the rear, put the ejection port cover forward. The next step is remove the magazine, then physically and visually clear that chamber, put a new source of ammunition in, run that action again, back onto target, okay? So again, for a remedial action malfunction, we're going to place the weapon on safe, lock the action to the rear, remove the magazine, physically and visually inspect the chamber, reinsert the magazine, run the action. Blah, 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 blah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The third type of malfunction can differ wildly based off the weapon system you have. It is called a catastrophic malfunction. What that means is that the malfunction is serious enough that it's going to require the field stripping or disassembly of the weapon system and possibly the use of tools to clear it. Stuck case in AR-15 is common. If you get a stuck case in AR-15, you can either lock your bolt to the rear and then take a punch to punch that case out if you have a punch. If you don't have a punch, you can put your bolt forward, field strip the gun, take your mag out, field strip the gun, get that bolt out, and then use a knife or a Gerber to get up in here and pry that casing out if it's stuck in there and won't come out. The other type of catastrophic malfunction that is common in an AR-15 is brass over bolt. Okay, so now I have a bullet that's residing up here along the gas port and the gas chamber where the charging handle runs above my bolt carrier group. Okay. So you're going to want to take your magazine out, attempt to lock your bolt to the rear, da 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 da. I see the problem here. So, yep. That's a good one. That's a good one. You can't see it, but the piece of brass actually got wedged up between the gas tube. So I have to lock the bolt to the rear. Oh, I just did it again. Oh, man. I'm actually going to try to hold that bolt to the rear this time. Come in here. Come on. Got her out. So, sometimes if you're having an issue like that, you can't even get the bolt to get stuck to the rear. What you can do is mortar it. You can come and grab that bolt lock to the rear and then grab it, pinch it by the charging handle, and take it on your knee or the ground and help use the momentum to force the bolt back to help get your bolt back to then allow you to get up in there, however, as you saw I did, and remove that piece of stuck brass or round. As I said, that's going to differ wildly, right? The catastrophic failure from weapon to weapon. But as you see, it takes a while and some time and tools to fix them. So, those are the 3 malfunction types.